All right, welcome back. And this is our second last preview. And this one's between Colorado and Nashville, two teams of vastly different skill sets. Rather easy prediction for some people, and it's still very much worth looking at the storylines because there are quite a few of them in this series. So here's my playoff bracket. My bracket video is in the description below in the playlist, so make sure to go check that out if you haven't already. Let's get into the preview. So Colorado and Nashville, game one today in Colorado at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. So take a look at the Colorado Avalanche, 56-19-7, 119 points. Nichushkin, McKinnon, Rantanen, Landeskog, Kadri, and Lehkonen make up the top six skaters. The top four defensemen, Devon Toews, Cale Makar, Samuel Girard, and Manson. Goaltending, Darcy Kemper, 37-12-4 in the year, 2.54 goals as average, 921 save percentage. Backup is Pavel Francouz, 15-5-1, 2.55 goals as average, 916 save percentage. Power play is 24%, which is 7th in the league. Penalty killing 79.7%, 15th in the league. Season series actually went to Nashville 3-1, and Colorado got outscored 17-16. For Nashville, 45-30-7 on the year, 97 points. Second wildcard spot. Top six skaters, Philip Forsberg, Mikhail Granlund, Matt Duchene, Ilya Tolvanen, Ryan Johansson, Philip Tomasino. Top four defense, Roman Josi. What a year Roman Josi had this year, by the way. Dante Fabro, Matthias Ekholm, and Alexander Carrier. The goaltending story I'll talk about in just a second, but UC Saros, 30-25-3 on the year, 2.64 goals average and 918 save percentage. David Rittich as the backup, 6-3-4, 3.57 goals average and 886 save percentage. The power play 24.4%, sixth in the league. Penalty killing 79.2%, 18th in the league. So let's look at the storylines. So this series and this matchup got decided on the last day of the regular season, and before the last day, I thought it was going to be Colorado and Dallas, and that would have been, I think, an easier one for me to predict, but it's Nashville, so we'll talk about it. So Colorado, one of the best teams in the NHL and the odds-on favorite to win the Cup this year, according to PointsBet Canada. And it shouldn't come as a surprise because Colorado, another very stacked team with offensive talent like Nathan McKinnon, Mikko Rantanen, and also Cale Makar and Devon Toews. Wonderful offensive talent on the back end. And in net, we have Darcy Kemper and Pavel Francouz, two very good goaltending. And they've shown that they've improved a lot. The Avs have struggled to get over the hump in the postseason, and they will look to get past the second round this year. But first, they got to get past Nashville. The Predators enter the postseason with their goaltending situation being the top story. UC Saros, will he be able to play in this series? He's going to be out for at least game one and game two. It's not clear whether he'll return after that. He's had a season that should have him in the Vezina Trophy conversation by really carrying his team to the spot that they're in right now. And with David Rittich starting game one, it's impossible to say that there's no concern at all. But Nashville has been a gritty team, and Colorado will have some work cut out for them, for sure. An X factor here is going to be goaltending, and if Saros is healthy, I think the Predators would have a better chance of taking this matchup in a more competitive way. But with David Rittich in net, it's going to be a little bit of concern. Another potential X factor in this series is going to be the defense, and we're going to get to see the likes of Cale Makar facing off against Roman Josi, two very great defensemen, offensive defensemen in the league who can also defend. The offense will be a blast to watch for sure because the Avalanche, known for their offense, fourth most goals this year, not first, that's Florida, but they've been nothing short of spectacular. McKinnon, Rantanen, and Makar doing very well. Nazem Kadri as well, 87 points. And Burakovsky, Landeskog, Taves, and Nichushkin also all scored more than 50 points. So Colorado has a pretty deep team offensively. The Predators have some pretty good high-end firepower and offense as well. Roman Josi has helped lead that charge, but Matt Duchene and Philip Forsberg has done very well. Matt Duchene coming out of nowhere after having just 0.38 points per game last year. He has more than a point a game this year. So great improvement on him. Great to see that development this year. And Forsberg also had a career year with 20 points more than his previous season high. So great on him. The defense, and they're both pretty deep. Makar and Josi will lead the way. For the Avs, they have Devon Taves, Samuel Girard, Bowen Byram, and Josh Manson as well. And Eric Johnson, the veteran. For the Predators, of course, they have Roman Josi, and they have Dante Fabro, Alexander Carrier, Matthias Ekholm, some good veteran leadership. And of course, Mark Borowiecki also very physically imposing. For the goaltending, it's going to be hard to argue against Darcy Kemper and Pavel Francouz, that great goaltending tandem. One of the best in the league, potentially. And both goaltenders can probably play well. And although I think Kemper gets all the starts, Francouz will be there if needed. For Nashville, it's going to be difficult because Saros is irreplaceable. David Rittich does not play as well as Saros, as the numbers indicate, and maybe Connor Ingram will go as the starter. And both have struggled in the NHL this year, but Ingram has had a pretty good season in the AHL, so that's positive to take away from that. Another injury that could hurt the Predators, apart from UC Saros, is Jeremy Lauzon, who is a tough loss for sure on the defensive side of things. For the Avalanche, Landeskog should be coming back out. Ryan Murray out with an injury as well. So I think we'll take a look at the numbers first before I give my prediction here. So top three forwards for Colorado is Rantanen, McKinnon, and Kadri. The defense, of course, Makar, 86 points on the year. Taves, also no slouch, with 57 points. And then for Nashville, Matt Duchene, 86 points. Forsberg, 84. Granlund with 64. Roman Josi, 96 points, should be a clear Norris Trophy winner, unless Victor Hedman takes it, or maybe Cale Makar, but we'll see. Ekholm with 31 points. My prediction for this series is going to be Colorado in 5. I think this really rides on the fact if UC Saros comes back in the series or not, but I don't think the Predators will be able to really compete with the Avalanche without UC Saros in net. Of course, we never know. Maybe David Rittich will really become Big Save Dave and really show the Avalanche that he can play as well. We'll see. I think the Predators are feisty enough to get a game, maybe even 2, but I'll give them 1 game. And Colorado should be able to take the Predators out pretty handily, I would say. So that's going to be it for my preview here. We have one more preview that I will upload later on today between the Flames and the Stars. And then I'll be taking a break from this. It's been a grind getting the 8 previews out in the last 2 days. Okay, so that's going to be it for this video. Leave a comment in the comment section below who you think is going to win this series. And of course, leave anything else about the playoffs in the description below. The comment section below. And I hope you enjoy the hockey coming up tonight. A lot of great action. I'll be there watching as well. And we'll see you later. Take care, everyone.